Well, hello everyone, it's Liam Catterson here, with the final episode of House of the Dragon Season 2. So, yeah, we're already at this point. It's been a neat season. I will say Season 1's probably fares a bit better than what this season has, but I still have enjoyed how things have gone down, especially with the last episode and how we got 2 new Dragon Riders, with the fact that Hugh and Ulf, they got their dragons, of course, as we saw in the closing, well, I say the closing moments of the last episode. It was like a good 20-odd minute focus in terms of trying to find someone who can, I guess, master the 2 dragons well, the one dragon initially, of course, Ulf stumbled into one on accident, but I guess a happy accident, so yeah. But it was really, really great stuff, so I'm excited to see where things are gonna go with this episode, because yeah, I feel like it's gotten a bit more spicy with the prospect of, you know, well, we had Aemond try his luck before he realized, you know what, I'm not picking this fight, basically. So yeah, but yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how things will end. And of course, there will be the 2-year wait. So, yeah, with that said, let's get into the final episode of Season 2 for House of the Dragon. Let's go.
Hold the passage.
You're in a tough predicament there, Ty.
Very well. The Prince Regent may have me hanged for this.
The harder we said now. You can top. I will not sail with a man who cannot best me.
Oh, heck! I like her already.
At what?
Oh, Thailand. Oh no. Look at that smile. Oh. She's good. Like, I have a feeling what she means, and yeah, Tyland's gonna have every bone in his body broken by her. Oh.
Serves to the Iron Bank in Bravos. We can live well.
We got money for days.
Has passed.
Take a vacay.
To Essos.
Yeah.
To live with the goat fuckers.
It's best to live. You're not alone.
My cock is destroyed, did they tell you that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It burst in the flames like a sausage on the spit.
Do not despair, your grace.
Oh,
There
God.
are better days ahead.
Oh,
Let your
Aegon.
brother, Aegon the Peacemaker.
Aegon feels like his life is
Aegon the
done.
Rebuilder.
Aegon the realm's delight.
I love how they were conjuring names all season long, like before his accident. And now at the time of defeat, you know, some really, really good names there for Aegon.
Prince Jacaerys Velaryon, right here. Who'd have thought it?
He lives here.
I'll have an apology from you.
It's not impossible. Uh-oh. Oh my god!
And look at that hair.
Will you prepare to face such an enemy?
You're taking
Or will you
this
stay here and make
unseriously.
yourself easy? If you hinder our efforts through sloth or unreadiness, I will see you hanged and your body fed to the dogs in the streets.
Holy shit,
No
Jace!
disrespect.
I mean, if he's gonna slack around, if he's gonna fuck around, Jace is gonna have him find out.
I've given her a new name.
Ah.
The Queen who never was.
Okay!
Yes.
My heart!
But you are a leader of men. If you declare yourself,
Oh shit.
your
Oh?
lords will follow you.
I never took you for a turn.
I know! What the hell, my guy?
Sir Alfred.
In this moment is a king.
Ooh, heck! You devious snake. You devious snake.
I was happier before I was queen.
What would you think about leaving this place?
it'll just be Aemond all on his own, because Aegon's been, you know, told to go to Essos. Now this.
Of all our line, the gentlest and most deserving of your protection.
Who will protect her if
You
she
know
cannot
what?
protect us?
And who will she be if her mind is
For
broken?
once, I'm going to say it. Go, Alicent.
Our very lives, would you not have us prevail?
Not like this.
Unhinged.
You do the wall, you could. Stay in the High Tower name for a generation. King's mother in his hand.
She is my sister.
Oh my god, Glenn's
She
gonna
saved my life.
throw hands here.
Twice. We march now toward our annihilation. To die will be a kind of relief.
Oh shit! Crispy Kreme, what? Holy shit! Cannon's gonna be so done after this, isn't he? At least she's a... Oh.
King's Landing has sent a most doughty ambassador.
Oh man.
You will testify to the worth of the ambassador.
He's done! Ty's done!
To his most...
In the flesh of your enemies.
I don't think Tyland's a cannibal.
And I would not.
That is cannibalism.
You reject the hospitality of my house.
Look, here's my advice. Get a burger. It's better than tasting the flesh of your enemies. I was gonna say, she's just fucking him around here.
And in resenting it, you only diminish yourself.
Easy enough to say. I've heard the whispers the whole of my life.
Then prove to them that you are worthy. Get up and take your place by your mother's side.
Step your foot down, etc. Good on Baylor for, you know, keeping him on track, I guess.
Wind and water. Hoist me, lads, and hoist again. Salute the captain's daughter.
Oh my god.
Virility. I wish to have children by you.
Oh!
How many words do you have?
Yes is the answer to that question. Yes.
She is fearsome, but she is one dragon.
Yeah, one big...
The Prince Regent cannot defend against all
insane dragon.
Silver Wings a go as she is. We're afraid of nothing.
You're an idiot.
Even if you are.
To yourself. Friend.
What?
All your life, you've sought to command your own fate. But today you are ready.
Yeah, and he'll be leaving Harrenhal by this episode. This is like one final go about in Harrenhal hectics. Oh shit! Wait, was that his Danny? Oh shit, Danny! Oh, hello.
It's all a story. And you're but one part in it. Will you burn me as you did Aegon?
I
saw it. You burned
You severely underestimate Helena.
You'll be dead.
She's seen it.
You were swallowed up in the god's eye.
Holy
Never
shit!
seen again.
What have you killed?
It wouldn't change anything.
Holy Holy shit! So we just know how, yeah, Aemon's death. We've just gotten a little bit of details about that upcoming demise, I guess. So
They are sworn to me, and not a moment too soon.
Oh.
And to whom are you sworn?
Oh. Oh.
Is a leader who can unite it, and my brother chose you.
Shit, that understand. Holy damn. That understanding. Oh!
To serve you, and all of these with me, until death, or the end of our story.
Holy shit! Simon's gagged, isn't he?
Of them, there will be no mercy. We fight for our queen.
Yeah! Let's go, Team Black! Let's go!
Laid upon us bastards. Never sure of the bread to feed us. Do you know what hunger does to a boy? What grief does? Oh, shame. You are dismissed.
I mean, you can't blame him for calling Colez out.
Putting in the air that took its place. And now you remember I live. Now you wish to suddenly to scatter the crumbs of your favor.
Oh my god, your heart breaks for Alan.
I had to see you.
Oh, what? Yo, what the fuck? Yo!
I lost my way. Or rather, it was taken from me. All those I put my faith in, my husband, my father, my lover, my son.
The incorruptible queen.
Oh, okay, okay.
No, I do not wish to rule, I wish to live. To be free of all this endless plotting and striving.
Alicent...
The crown will pursue war and victory at any
If
cost.
Alicent goes to the to Team Black, imagine.
I would take my daughter and her child and leave it all behind. His love for her that kept him resolute in his choice of heir.
And yet you believe he wavered at the end?
Yeah, for such a long time, you misinterpreted the message and...
Rhaenyra's queen will be the crown's authority. If you come then to King's Landing, I will see to it that our guards throw down their arms. We will open the gates. We will shed no blood.
Oh, foy. Oh,
You will enter as
foy.
a conqueror.
Oh, heck.
Already you have the stronger hand. Once you take the throne, this senseless war must end.
Oh, damn! Alicent!
Too high a price. A price I had no choice
What I want
to pay.
is to set things right.
It is so interesting, though, because
I am
she's
to take
trying
the throne,
to...
I must put an end to the opposition.
A
I
permanent
must take
end.
Aegon's head. And I have to do it for all to see. You know this. Will you shrink from what you set out to do? Or will you see it through? And make your sacrifice?
Shit.
A son for a son.
Oh, heck. Oh, no. Oh, we're really... Yeah, we're really circling back to that. Oh, nah! Oh, nah! She didn't just agree!
History will paint you a villain.
I mean, it already has, isn't it?
A cold queen. Grasping for power and
I mean, you saw how people were just going for her. There you go. Oh, yeah, I mean, we got 3 days, haven't we? Oh, here they make their way. Was that blue? Oh my god, that dragon's blue! I'm guessing this is setting things up for season 3 big time. Like, okay, next time we do deal with House of the Dragon, we're opening with these can of worms being explored further, of course. I'm free! Worst fucking experience of my life. I'm kidding. That's what's going through Damon's head. Oh! Holy shit. Did it just drop out a person? Wait. Is that... Otter? Oh my god! See, that's gonna be a predicament, isn't it? With, you know, Rhaenyra. I want his head. Nice shot there. Nice shot. Ooh. Man. Well, that was quite something. Yeah. Just get off me. Get off me. But yeah, what's to come? Yeah, we just got to see that, didn't we? In terms of like that little montage we had at the end. So yeah, but yeah, Larys, Aegon making their way to Braavos. So yeah, who has Otto locked away? I want to say, I don't know. Maybe Larys ordered for Otto to be. I'm. That's the only finger that I've got at the minute. Rhaena has finally got her you know, wild dragon, but we didn't see if we didn't see the dragon get claimed by her, so we'll have to wait 2 years to find out if she's gonna get eaten or whatever. So yeah. Oof. Yeah. I don't know, I'm a bit kind of conflicted about this episode because this doesn't feel like a finale. I mean, it was decent, especially that like scene with Alicent and Rhaenyra. Alan confronting his dad, and yeah. There were some really, really great scenes, but it just doesn't really ring as a finale. It just feels like, in terms of ending a season, this doesn't really hit that beat. And you just think, okay, well, the next episode, you know, tune in next week. Except that's not going to be the case, is it? So it just feels very anticlimactic. So, I mean, obviously, you're expecting things to really, really throw down in these final 2 seasons, because I think they're only doing up to, you know, season 4, understandably. But again, I don't know, there's just that vibe that it just feels like it was lacking in a sense. So, but I mean, that's just my 2 cents, I guess, at the end of the day. But yeah, still, overall, it was a decent episode. I just feel like for finale's sake, it just, yeah, it didn't have that beat, if that makes sense. So yeah, good episode in general. But for finale, for us obviously waiting for the next episode to hit in 2 years' time, I feel like this is going to be an episode that might not be reflected fondly and all of that. Just based, like I said, based on the idea that, well, we're going to have to wait until 2026 for the next episode. This doesn't really have that finale vibe to it. So, and it does feel like a bit of a retread to the season 1 finale, when obviously that had a bit more of a punch there, and obviously there was a bit more of an excitement with that episode because with Lucera's death and all of that, the viewer could only just think, okay, well, shit's gonna hit the fan, let's go to war, for when 2024 rolled around with House of the Dragon Season 2. And like I said, I say that it has a similar vibe because, again, you're just echoing, like, seeing that montage, especially at the end, you're just repeating yourself, aren't you, in terms of, shit's gonna hit the fan, we're ready to go to war. So, although there is I guess, less infused vibe to it because, yeah, I mean, I think there was quite the expectation this would be, like, there would at least be action. And the only, I would say the only bit of action that we had was between Thailand and Lohar. So yeah, gotta love Lohar, by the way. Yeah, impressive character, and yeah, they really killed it. So yeah, but yeah, it was just really amazing stuff. Like with, you know, like Thailand, he just had to humiliate himself. That's the thing. Like in terms of, I mean, I don't know if the singing more so was more so that, but it would push me into my discomfort zone. I know that for sure. The mud wrestling though, that's just like insane. And you had Lohar, who had doubts in Thailand, and you know, Thailand was, you could see how done he was. So yeah, but yeah, I mean, that was really great. Like I said, this episode was great. Just for finale, it just felt a bit underwhelming. And I feel like there is that notion that they try to do something a bit different in terms of, okay, well, it's not your standard big finales. You want to hit big, really, when it comes to a finale. Something that will have you anticipating for, okay, the next season. And all of that. And, you know, whilst you have that compilation at the end of the episode, like I said, with everyone just on the road toward hell and all of that, it just didn't hit that vibe. I mean, it was really great that Alicent approached Rhaenyra and all of that. I really loved that. But again, like I said, I feel like there was just something missing. There was just like a key ingredient missing, if that makes sense. So, and you know, I tend to stray away from being so critical. I want to have a good time and all of that. It's just something that is on my mind when it comes to. That's it though. I like going through this episode, I didn't even feel like it was a finale. It was like, if this was episode 8 out of 10, then this would be all well and good. But, you know, you have to force an idea into your head that is, okay, well, this is the finale for season 2. Even though it's not feeling like that. So, yeah, but, yeah. I will be excited for season 3 though, because, like I said, I believe there are 2 seasons of House of the Dragon left to go through. So I guess we're at the halfway point of the show. Yeah, it will be pretty exciting to see what will go down, because there are certain, you know, there are certain things established that will be very interesting to pick up when it comes to season 3, especially with this whole plan after, you know, Alicent has had to choose between Rhaenyra and Aegon, and that was a very pivotal scene. Like, you could really tell with Alicent, she was struggling to make a choice that she would, well, no option would be comfortable, whatever the case, because she wants out of this. She hates this whole situation, and she just wants it done. So, yeah, and it's going to come to a point where, you know, she's just going to break down in a second, so she needs, like, there is that faith when it comes to Rhaenyra and all of that. And I can't blame Rhaenyra for not wanting to hear any of it when Alicent showed up on her doorstep. So, yeah, after the shit that she's put her through, it's like, okay, what do you want me to do about this? Why are you telling me all this shit about, you know, how you had envy for me, and, yeah. So, but it was just really, it was just a very powerful sequence. Not just in terms of the acting, but in terms of, you know, a big decision that is made. So, but Rhaenyra knows that, you know, trying to convince Aegon and all of that, which he's, you know, gone by the way. So that's going to create a bit of a kerfuffle because Rhaenyra wants his head. So, and I don't think anyone is the wiser in terms of, because that's it though, and this just sets up for tragedy because I don't think Alicent knows that Aegon has decided to sneak off to Braavos. So that's going to create quite the kerfuffle because there is a short amount of time, isn't there, in terms of when Rhaenyra will come for the throne and all of that. And Alicent even said, "Look, you might see me as a liar, or you might see me as look. I just do what you have to do. I just want this done." So, but again, Rhaenyra's gonna look at Alicent as, "Oh, I know what you're doing. I can't do this until Aegon's dead, and you're telling me he disappeared, etc." So yeah, and obviously Alicent will understandably put on a bit of a that attitude in terms of her being absolutely bamboozled by Aegon's disappearance. But yeah, and that's true though, isn't it? Because like I said, I don't think she knows that he's going to Braavos. So yeah, I will say though, that scene with Aegon and Larys was just absolutely devastating, especially when they were at the beginning of the season, you had Aegon being a bit indecisive in terms of what he's going to be called. Aegon, the insert word here. And there was something that was so bittersweet about that whole situation. When they went back to naming Aegon what he would be named after, etc. So, yeah, just because, I don't know, there seemed to be a bit more of a better, I don't know. I wouldn't say a better vibe given the circumstances of Aegon's situation, but in terms of Aegon, I think there was even a name that he ushered. But there does seem to be a bit more of an acceptance to that whole situation, whereas there was a bit of indecisive at the beginning of the season. There was one complicated word, I've forgotten what it's called, but one of his knights came up with it, and even Aegon was perplexed, Aegon the what? So yeah, but yeah, it's bittersweet as well, just based on the pain that Aegon's going through and how well, it's not just the physical pain, but it's also just emotional as well because of the fact that he is completely fucked up. Even talking about his dick and all of that. But he is completely fucked up, and it's not just the physical ramifications, but it's also the fact that your own brother is out to try and kill you. And it's just very disheartening. So yeah. But and if you want to survive, you got to get out of Dodge. So it is just really, really sad, that situation. Even having a bit of Krispy Kreme basically talk about the fact that he would find relief in his own death. So that really, really is interesting in terms of going into Crispy's mindset. There's so much hatred for himself. So yeah. And yeah, the Harrenhal hectics have come to an end. I really, really loved Jace's story in this episode, not just because he was so done with Alt's bullshit, which I can't blame him for. He was acting like a real asshole. And I mean, Jace's I feel like this episode really gave an extra layer of understandability to Jace's concerns when it came to, you have someone lowborn basically taking reins of these dragons, and you're gonna think that you're especially with who his parents are, he's just gonna be in a position where he just thinks that he's completely worthless. So for Baelor to assure him, that was a really, really amazing moment there. So yeah, but Ulf is definitely gonna die. I don't know about Hugh. and same with Adam, I guess, as well. I know he didn't tame a dragon in the last episode, but it was the episode before, so it still counts anyways. But I don't know about Hugh and Adam. Although, yeah. But yeah, the other scene that really, really did hit was Alan and how he confronted Corlez. And he talked about his upbringing and the absence of Corlez, of course. And it was just a really, really powerful moment, just with him stuttering and breaking, when obviously things got really, really emotional for Alan. So I really thought that scene was very powerful stuff, very heartbreaking, and you sympathize so much with Alan. Like, here's the thing, I do like Corlez. He's a decent character, and even him renaming his ship to the Queen That Never Was in honor of Rhaenys was very powerful. But again, I do like Corlez, but you can't really blame Alan for because him, his brother, he didn't like, the kids didn't deserve that upbringing, and the negligence is yeah, it's just been eating away at this whole at Alan, that he needs to call us out on that neglect. So yeah. So yeah, but yeah, the Harrenhal hecticness was neatly wrapped up. I know some people have not enjoyed it. I have, but yeah, it will be very, very interesting to see what will happen, because I mean, I think we should address the elephant in the room. Well, I say that there was two pivotal scenes. Of course, Daemon bending the knee to Rhaenyra. But, of course, what led to that moment was him touching the tree, of course, and seeing glimpses into the future with the Night King's army, of course, with us looking at Dany. So, yeah. So I'm wondering if that makes her the princess that was promised. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, I don't know if Jon still fits into that equation, but I guess it didn't matter in the end, did it? Given the season 8 finale. Yeah, that's it though. That actually shook Daemon up. Is him seeing the final 2 seasons of Game of Thrones, right? No. Yeah, it would be very, very understandable. I'm sure that we did get a glimpse of Daemon's death as well. It looked, I mean, we saw him drown and all of that, so yeah. And I say that because, well, like I said, we saw him drown and all of that, and that could be a little glimpse into the future, as well as seeing Rhaenyra on the Iron Throne, because that is going to be inevitable, of course. But yeah, I think what backs it up is Helena, of course, because not only did she confront Daemon, and I don't know if that was actually her, because we know that she's able to see events and all of that she might not be physically present for and all of that. Well, she can see the future as well, because she gave that stark warning to Aemond. So, yeah, and that was a really, really monumentous moment. But yeah, if you know, that scene was Daemon's death, then yeah, that really, really does suck, doesn't it? But we'll just have to wait and see. But we know when it comes to you know, what Daemon saw in those visions, it's not exactly like, oh, this is an alternative timeline, like the dead are coming, etc. Unless we do this, it is happening. It's already happened for the viewer, but for, you know, characters like Daemon, for Rhaenyra, it is coming. So, winter is coming. Oh, just love that Matt Smith said that. Not maybe in High Valyrian, but still, he said it. It still was said, so we're taking it. But with that said, let's talk about that scene with Rhaenyra and how Daemon bent the knee to her. So many even Sir Simon was absolutely shooketh. No, that was a really, really neat scene, though. Yeah, it was just really, really impeccable stuff when it came to Damon finally realizing that, well, finally realizing what side he needed to be on. So, but I guess when you see the not so optimistic future, it's bound to get your mind, you know, it's bound to get that, like, fixated onto, like, a certain viewpoint and all of that. So, I mean, that's it, though. He saw the future, and, yeah, it's not looking good. So, yeah, it wasn't because he knew that, well, he saw Rhaenyra on the throne. It was because of everything else that he saw as well. So, but it was really, really amazing stuff. So, yeah. But, yeah, this was a really, really, like I said, neat episode in general. For a finale, though, I'm not so sure. You want to end, I mean, it was still a really, really solid episode, but it just feels like, okay, well, next week, same time next week, folks, yeah? It just feels like that, doesn't it? And it's kind of sad because it's like, okay, well, this was pretty much a setup episode and all of that, so. And I know that Game of Thrones, like, usually their big episodes would be the penultimate episode and all of that, and sometimes the finale felt like it was going to be a bit more watered down than, I say sometimes, than episode 9 was, or the penultimate episode, should I say. But I just feel like, you know, the big stuff that happened in that last episode was, of course, the taming of the dragons by Ulf and Hugh, in my opinion. So, yeah, but it's my 2 cents on the matter, so hey-ho, right? But yeah, I guess we'll be, next time we do House of the Dragon 2026. So, yeah, but until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!